A future park was to be named for Northglenn's first black mayor, former Denver Bronco Odell Barry. 4 years after that announcement, the park and the name are nowhere to be found. Our Janelle Finch explains the holdup.
Of all the titles that can come after Odell Barry Bronco, Odell Barry Mayor, his son Damon,
Odell is my father,
wants to see Park behind his father's name.
This one day was told that was going to be in honor of my father, who has done a lot for this community.
In 2021, Northglenn's Diversity, Inclusivity, and Social Equity Board asked the city to name the future park on West 112th Avenue after Odell Barry. The next year, City Council approved the name. And then
it kind of went quiet.
But Diversity Board Chairman Chris Cimino
that's coming.
says the wait is almost over. He says the main holdup has been finding funding.
A bunch of fundraising that had to be made, so basically we had to get some grants and secure some money to make this project happen.
$5 million to be exact. The city says about $3.5 million has been secured through grants and donations. The Parks and Rec Department says at completion, the park will have a special teen climbing area, fitness equipment, and a playground. Cimino says despite the park's price, he's determined to bring the board's vision to life.
I think it's a great way to honor someone who was our first black mayor, which is a huge thing for the city, and also just to honor, in his memory, his space, and just give someone a place to go to reflect.
Barry says his father would constantly give himself to the city of Northglenn. Now he wants the city to follow through on what they said they would give to his memory.
To have the legacy of what my father has done and meant for this community to be remembered in this fashion would be phenomenal.
The city's Parks Department says it still needs about $1.6 million before breaking ground. The department says it's planning to apply for 2 grants this fall, and we'll find out by spring 2026 if they win those grants. At that point, they say they can begin looking at construction. Marshall?
I mean, if I'm doing the math right, they really haven't moved much on the money side in all that time since we had this announcement 4 years ago. Maybe they need to start looking for other sources of money besides the grants. But I'm sure Damon Barry's probably getting tired of talking about this. His dad was around when they made the announcement, and then he passed away, and he never got to see it.
Right, yeah. He says that every time somebody calls him about this, has questions about this, he doesn't really have a lot of answers. It's not up to him, when they build this park. If it were up to him, like you said, they probably would have built it while Odell Barry was still with us. But now he says that he's still motivated to see this park through for Odell's legacies.
Well, thanks for keeping us updated. I guess that Northglenn will be low on the list of buying their own helicopter for fire needs because they need that money for the park. Thank you, Janelle.